Imagine a distant African tribe whose way of life seems completely unusual and even astonishing to a modern person accustomed to civilization. In this tribe, women do not use water for washing their faces, yet they are considered some of the most attractive representatives of their continent. This sounds almost like science fiction, but in reality, it is a present-day truth. Women of the Himba tribe often adorn their faces in such a way that their photographs are frequently seen on the covers of leading international magazines, and their appearance evokes genuine admiration from millions of people around the world. But how do they manage to maintain freshness, health, and natural beauty, living in conditions where water is a scarce and highly valuable resource? Their approach to body care and appearance is radically different from the methods we are used to. It challenges all your notions of how a modern woman should look and take care of herself. Stay with us until the very end to uncover all the amazing secrets of the Himba people's way of life, from their ancient traditions and family bonds to the secrets of their everlasting beauty. I promise it will be very interesting and informative. In southwestern Africa, in the harsh and relentless landscapes of Namibia, lives one of the most unique peoples of this region, the Himba tribe. This area is famous not only for its rich diamond deposits, which attract numerous diamond miners and businessmen, but also for its astonishing ethnic diversity. Among the many indigenous peoples of Namibia, the Himba stand out with their distinctive culture, unwavering traditions, and lifestyle perfectly adapted to the harsh desert environment. Their name in the local language translates as the poor, which accurately reflects the numerous challenges these people face trying to survive in the sun-scorched, blazing desert terrain. The Himba are semi-nomadic, moving from place to place only twice a year, following seasonal grazing lands to provide their livestock, goats, sheep, and cattle, with enough food and water. Livestock is their main occupation and the foundation of their existence. Their animals are not just a source of meat or milk, they are a true treasure, a capital that ensures their well-being and security. Meat is consumed only during major holidays and special celebrations, while their diet primarily consists of milk, which they skillfully turn into curd, sour cream, cheese, and butter. Additionally, they gather wild herbs, roots, and even insect larvae, which serve as valuable sources of protein and vitamins. In their clothing, the Himba also carry deep symbolism. Their attire is very simple: leather skirts and minimal jewelry, but each ornament and every hairstyle detail carry a special meaning. Women wear leather skirts and adorn themselves with a variety of accessories, while their hairstyles are not just a beauty element, but a kind of visual display of social status, age, and marital status. Women cover their hair with a special mixture made of volcanic ash, fragrant oils, and herbs, creating intricate and sophisticated hairstyles. These styles not only highlight their natural beauty, but also serve as reliable protection from the scorching sun. However, it is remarkable that the Himba have a unique and very original approach to hygiene, completely different from the standards we are used to. In conditions of severe water scarcity, they do not wash in the conventional sense. Yet this does not mean they appear untidy or dirty. On the contrary, they have found and apply brilliant alternatives to traditional hygiene practices. To stay clean and fresh, women apply a special mixture of ochre and aromatic resin to their bodies, which not only cleanses the skin, but also acts as a natural barrier against ultraviolet rays. This reddish paste gives the skin a characteristic warm hue, considered a symbol of beauty and health in their cult. There is an ancient culture rooted in deep history, and one of its prominent representatives is the Himba tribe, whose members have mastered the art of self-care from an early age. These rituals, which may seem simple procedures to outsiders, are actually a vital part of their cultural identity and way of life. For Himba girls, applying a special mixture of ochre and herbs becomes not just a cosmetic practice, but almost a meditative ritual, during which they immerse themselves in contemplation, feeling a unity with nature and their bodies. Such a rite helps them feel connected to their ancestors, the surrounding world, and their inner selves. As a result, the skin of these women looks not only healthy and radiant, as if imbued with inner light, but also possesses a light, natural aroma that seems to be infused with the spirit of the land and herbs. This scent evokes nostalgia and captivates everyone who encounters their unique appearance for the first time. Europeans who see Himba women for the first time are often amazed at how they manage to remain so well-groomed and attractive, despite forgoing the hygiene products and water typical of the Western world. Their appearance seems almost unreal. Skin is clean, radiant, and their overall look is natural and genuine. But the family relationships within this tribe are also astonishing. In Himba society, family ties are built on principles that may seem quite unusual to outsiders. Polygamy is common. Men can have several wives at once, and women have complete freedom in choosing their partners and do not feel restricted or judged for their actions. Thus, a married woman, if she wishes, can enter another man's hut without any consequences, which does not cause jealousy, conflicts, or quarrels within the community. These relationships are perceived as normal, rooted in the traditions and culture of the people. If you have recently joined our community, you might be interested to learn what underpins such unusual family and social practices. In my previous materials, I detailed the specifics of partner exchange within the Himba tribe, how these relationships naturally form, and what role they play in the lives of these people. Continuing the topic, I will say that in Himba society, such freedoms are considered entirely natural and do not provoke any negative reactions. Studies show that nearly half of the children in this tribe are conceived outside of formal marriage, which does not surprise anyone and is not met with condemnation. Their lives, despite harsh natural conditions, are filled with deep inner harmony and respect for traditions. Himba women know how to preserve their unique beauty, adhere to ancient rituals, and maintain dignity despite environmental hardships. Their secrets of self-care, as well as their life philosophy, evoke not only admiration, but also profound respect from those familiar with their way of living. They demonstrate that true strength and attractiveness stem from harmony with nature, respect for ancestors, and inner integrity. What are your thoughts on such ancient practices? Could they find a place in our modern world where fast-paced rhythms, technological innovations, and water conservation are dominant? Is it possible to find a balance between ancient wisdom and modern needs? Share your thoughts in the comments. But the Himba culture is much more than just external beauty and unusual hygiene rituals. It is a whole world, rich in deep traditions and history passed down from generation to generation. Let's take, for example, their dwellings. The Himba build their homes from simple materials, wooden frames coated with a mixture of clay, dung, and cattle manure, making their structures very durable and resistant to the scorching sun and sandstorms. These modest, seemingly humble structures serve for many years, protecting their inhabitants from the elements and the harsh desert conditions. At the center of each village is a sacred fire. From the wood called omkua, locals extract not only aromatic resins used in body care, but also medicinal remedies that help them maintain health. Their traditional medicine is a rich treasury of plant knowledge accumulated over centuries and passed down orally from generation to generation. Within this knowledge lie secrets that enable them to treat wounds, relieve pain, combat various infections and ailments using natural infusions, often without modern pharmaceuticals. The clothing of the Himba tribe is a vivid example of their unique cultural identity. Here, a minimalist style harmoniously combines with rich symbolism, revealing the inner world and social status of the wearer. Women adorn themselves with necklaces, bracelets, and belts made from copper, beads, or ostrich eggshells. Each of these ornaments holds a special story, serving as a visual code that can indicate a woman's marital status, the number of her children, or her position within the kinship tree. However, perhaps the most captivating element of their appearance is their hair. Women spend hours creating intricate hairstyles using clay, oils, and herbs to give their hair not only beauty, but also protection. These hairstyles serve not only as decoration, but also as amulets against the scorching sun and the dust carried in the air. Every shape and knot in the hairstyle carries a particular message, reflecting the woman's life journey, her achievements, and the trials she has endured. Behind all this beauty lies a complex and challenging reality. The desert climate, constant water shortages, and ongoing care for their herds demand incredible effort and resilience. The Himba people are not inclined to complain about hardships. Their belief that overcoming obstacles hardens character and makes a person stronger forms the foundation of their worldview. Traditional values help them strengthen family bonds and reinforce community unity. An important place in their culture is occupied by rites of passage into adulthood. For boys, the circumcision ceremony is a significant step toward maturity, after which they begin preparing for future marriage. For girls, growing up coincides with marriage and the birth of their first child. Only then, in their view, does a woman become fully recognized in the eyes of her people, reaching her complete social status. The Himba people find many joys in simple and natural things. They love to sing. Their songs accompany all significant events, from the birth of a newborn to the farewell journey. Their musical traditions are not just entertainment. They are a way to express feelings, tell stories, and feel connected to ancestors who live on forever in their songs. It is no surprise that Himba culture does not remain static under the influence of modern trends. Recently, more and more tourists visit their villages, bringing elements of civilization. Some members of the tribe begin to wear t-shirts and shorts, use sandals made from old car tires, but their inner identity and culture remain intact. They carefully preserve the heritage of their ancestors, striving to prevent its disappearance. A special place in their worldview is occupied by attitudes toward intimacy. Unlike many societies where infidelity is seen as a grave betrayal, among the Himba, it is considered part of a healthy and open system of relationships. Marriage among them is built not on strict prohibitions and restrictions, but on trust and mutual consent. A married woman has the right to freely visit another man's dwelling. This practice is perceived as a natural and everyday part of their life, causing no conflicts or misunderstandings. Husbands do not experience jealousy and even encourage such actions, seeing them as a sign of respect for their wife's personal choices. For the Himba, this is the foundation of their worldview, a measure of inner harmony and trust within the family. An important aspect is that the man in the Himba tribe continues to care for his wife and children, fulfilling his role in the family with responsibility and warmth. The woman, in turn, is responsible for maintaining the comfort of the home, taking care of household chores, upbringing, and the well-being of the children. In this way of family life, each member performs their duties, creating a harmonious and stable basis for coexistence. When a new union forms and a child is born from it, this never becomes a reason for conflicts or disputes. Their culture demonstrates that even such situations can be perceived calmly and without negative consequences, as they are part of their natural order. Studies conducted by researchers indicate that approximately half of the children in the Himba tribe are conceived outside of formal marriage. Moreover, in most families, according to their views, there is at least one child born under different circumstances. However, such phenomena do not cause doubts about fidelity or each child's right to belong. What matters to them is not formal kinship or status, but that all adults raising children share responsibility for their fate and well-being. Children in their society grow up in an atmosphere of genuine, universal love and care. Every adult is part of one big family where mutual support and understanding are valued. In such conditions, there is no need for special ceremonies or rituals to confirm kinship ties. All these connections are simply integrated into daily life, serving as its natural and continuous extension. In rare cases, women seeking support or advice turn to elders or respected community members. These conversations are not about judgment or formal control, but serve more to strengthen social bonds and receive wise recommendations that help maintain harmony within the community. If a woman decides to leave her husband for another man, it happens calmly and without conflict. She can leave children with her first husband or take them with her. Everything depends on mutual agreements and consent. This free approach to family relationships makes them very flexible and natural. As a result, relationships in the Himba tribe can be described as surprisingly free, and by our standards, even somewhat wild. There are no taboos against infidelity or breaking bonds. Everything is viewed as part of an honest and open system of mutual understanding, where each person acts according to what they believe is right, without fear of judgment or punishment. This is, one might say, a unique and authentic picture of life among the Himba people. I am interested in how surprised you are by this culture, its principles and way of life. Would you like to immerse yourself in their world for at least a week, live by their customs, and experience the atmosphere of their traditional way of life? You probably understand what I mean. I would be glad to hear your opinions and comments, as well as to share my thoughts and impressions.